Hey y'all, Mrs. E here, and I know it's been a minute. Sorry, I've been super busy with my job. However, on the upside, y'all, today we have new Apex Legends lore, and I do plan on still covering all of the Apex Legends lore that comes out throughout each season. Go team! If it's your first time here, don't forget hit that like and subscribe button. Turn those notifications way on. I did hear a rumor that we're getting Seer's heirloom now, so I haven't actually watched any of that. I have not had time to, unfortunately. I also kind of feel bad for all of the Horizon mains out there that were probably hoping for their heirloom, as I feel like Horizon should have gotten hers first, right? But at the same time, they made Loba wait forever, so who knows. But alright, y'all, let's check out the new lore. Alright, so Reflections of the Moon. With the games now on Boreas' dying moon, Seer takes heat on all sides. As a child once cursed, he can handle it, but he isn't prepared when the fire spreads to those around him. Uh-oh. I'm really excited that we're getting some Seer lore, though, for real, y'all. I'm excited about that. Alright, y'all, so fun fact, initially Apex said that the release was happening at noon my time, according to the little countdown that we've been looking at for the past couple months, when in fact it wasn't actually until 1 when the new event went live. So now we get to look at the comic. Chapter 1, All That Is Seen. As we step off the ship onto Boreas, I tip my hat down to shield myself from the cries of the crowd. Not all are from fans. Some are from protesters. They are here for me, I know, but fences line our path from the ship to the Syndicate building, keeping them from swarming us. Oh yeah, I hear you, amigos. The Octarine was on fire! Octavia makes a ridiculous spectacle next to me as usual. Catalyst, the third on our squad, strides ahead of us both. Oh yeah, because Catalyst is gonna be mad because it was Octane and Seer that presented this idea to Octane's dad, so she spoke barely 10 words to me during the match. She blames me for the loss for home. Well, my mother, Nini M, always told me an honest discussion can open one's heart. I believe it is true, but despite my best efforts, Catalyst refuses to have a conversation with me. I pause at the thought of my Nini and glance down at my quiet phone. Why do you keep looking at your phone, compadre? You finally getting on stream with the cool kids. He peers over my shoulder, invading my personal space faster than I can comprehend. I shake him off. My mother was supposed to call me. She always calls before and after a match. Oh. Why? Octane, don't be butthole. It is how she shows she cares. Surely your father calls you. No way. His crusty secretary, maybe, and it's always for some boring photo op. Something hard hits my hat and half-finished drink splatters against my wrist, sending my phone flying. I avoid a can that nearly hits my shoulder, another gift from the crowd. I suppose it is better than the rocks the other children used to throw at me as a child. Oh, yeah. Hey, stop that. Catalyst steps in, shielding me from further assault. One protester pauses mid-throw. Why are you defending him? He's a sellout. Hurting him doesn't help anyone now, does it? Oh. Perhaps she is not as closed off as I had thought. The protester responds by lowering his arm. He settles for a glare at me. I hope you rot. Catalyst heads into the syndicate building to collect her share of today's winnings, and I follow after her, catching her as the doors close behind us. Thank you. Not many here have done me such a kindness. Don't mistake me for a friend. Nothing's changed. Before you brought the games here, I had a life on Cleo. So did all my friends. We have every reason to be angry. Yes, I understand that. I wanted to apologize for everything. You think it's that easy, do you? That you can just apologize for everything and people will forgive you? Please allow me to explain at least. My intentions were pure, I assure you. Mr. Silva agreed that the new stage for the Apex games would be on Boreas. I fight in the games. I know how destructive they can be. I would never have brought them to our broken moon. That was his doing.
Yeah.
You want forgiveness? You can't even take responsibility for your own actions. Well, he kind of just did. He literally just told you what happened. I do not lie. Eduardo Silva, let's look at what you have done. This was your idea, your campaign. We all saw you doing everything you could to bring the games here. No, you're confusing the locations. And that's somehow not your fault? If things had gone as I requested, things are how they are. You want to know what your campaign actually accomplished? It tore us from our jobs. It destroyed our community. It forced us back to a place that doesn't allow us to be ourselves. I'm here to fix that, to actually support my community in the aftermath. If you feel that way, why did you help me just now? Because violence won't change anything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to see some friends. She walks away and I can only watch her go. Dude, your madre's a weird lady. I love you this, I love you that. What kind of a sappy, boring text messages are these? I notice Octane beside me again. He has retrieved my phone and is snooping through it. I snatch it away from him. It is rude to invade the privacy of others, and she calls to show her love and support. I fail to see how that is weird. But no calls today, so that means she hates you now? Octane. Of course not. This is very unusual. I should go home. Make sure everything is well. You sure she doesn't hate you? Welcome to the club, amigo. He shrugs but comes with me to collect our winnings, and we slip out the building's back door to avoid the crowds. The streets outside are otherwise well kept and mostly barren. The citizens of Boreas well into their workday to maintain the planet. It is a fine-tuned machine. Despite the empty streets, I find myself turning down the back roads. Old habits, I suppose, born of a familiar anxiety. Beside me, Octane twitches restlessly and makes no attempt to restrain his complaints about my pace, though it is a brisk one. Still, he follows me all the way to my childhood home. I open the door to an eerie silence. Oh, so Nina? I don't think they're here, compadre. He gestures towards the living room. My heart stops at what I see. Broken windows, bricks on the floor, and blood. Oh no! Next, Dwardos and Dwardon'ts. Sorry, y'all, that name. Well, I really hope that Seer's family is okay. It would make perfect sense, though, for the crowd. If they can't attack him, then it would make sense that they would attack his parents, sadly. Hopefully we'll find out more next week. But I guess this is where he's saying that he isn't prepared when the fire spreads to those around him. Because there's nobody else in Seer's life. The little bit of lore on him that we do have really just shows that his parents brought him up in a home of love, and love and respect for him. They never took the curse seriously, I guess, and they just, you know, raised him as a normal child, took care of him and loved him. So I really hope his parents are okay. I'll be really sad if something happens to them. But all right, y'all, and that is our first chapter. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts below down in the comments. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Turn those notifications way on, and I will see y'all next week for the next chapter. Go team!